6 at Belmont Park. It is the Apprentices Cup, and this is the race that you alluded to in the intro, Mark, over 2,200 metres. What a great opportunity for some of these apprentices to get a good ride on a Saturday.
Yeah, great to see them all going up against each other. But let's have a look at the replay of number 12, Crafty Red. Troy Turner got into a bit of trouble at the turn. Let's watch this horse finish off for second.
Delago immediately under pressure. Noski's got the whip on 888 as Night Prowler runs on. So does Paddy, coming right down the middle of the track with Crafty Red the grey. Hasn't moved on I Done It though. 150 to go. Going easily, I Done It. Led by 2.5 lengths. Crafty Red, followed by Paddy. But I Done It now showing the persuader. Very good ride by Bonner. And I Done It here really rebounding up.
It was a strong performance there by Crafty Red, and we mentioned going into the race that the form lines before that were quite good around Fathoms of Gold, which of course had won on a Saturday as well. My question mark again is just that this horse gets too far back and takes a lot of time to wind up. Now it's going to be back with horses like Charlestown, and if you had to put the Turner foot together, I'd be leading towards Charlestown. So I think this is a nice stayer. It's a handy enough galloper and it'll win some races. I'm just not sure if this race pattern's going to suit today. Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see where they get to in the run, particularly Charlestown, as you mentioned, has a lot of class. I think needed that run at 2,100 metres last start. Will be much fitter for this 2,200 metre assignment.
It's exactly what I look for every time, just to get that run under the belt. Good horses can step up like a Material Man, just get the job done, but I normally like to see that run under the belt. It's had it now. It does need to improve though. That's the big thing. I mean, a horse like Midnight Banquet beat it fair and square by 4 lengths, and now he's going to get a nice, well, it's in the same weight category as well. So it does need to take that next step, but Sarah Bonner's riding really well. If she can get a win a little bit earlier in the day with a horse like Dainty Tess, she may just have that confidence to get the job done here. And Justin Warwick was pretty confident when we spoke to him on Wednesday.
I Done It as well, led all the way last start, beating, of course, Crafty Red. That was a nice performance, especially considering it was beaten 25.5 lengths the previous start.
Yeah, and 25 lengths the start before that as well, so it turned around to 50 length defeat from 2 starts to get the job done. Well, not being too critical, but the other jockeys need to have a good look at themselves on that day. This horse, it was a leader's day. This horse likes to roll out in front, and not one person put any pressure on it. And that's all Martin Allen said when he got out. He goes, knew we were going to win the race at the top of the straight. We had no pressure whatsoever. This race isn't going to be the same. Midnight Banquet will go forward. There's going to be other speed from horses like Fidello Blue. Even a Dust Me Off can put that pressure on. I don't think I Done It has those Saturday form lines to be able to match it with them.
Let's have a look at the numbers, Adam. Who have you got on top? You got the 8 on top?
Yeah, I'm going to go with number 8 Charlestown. From number 3 Operational with the blinkers going on, and Clint Johnson Porter, 10 Midnight Banquet and 4 Ready to Fire.
I've got the 12 on top, Crafty Red. I really liked the run last start. Number 8 Charlestown for second, 4 Ready to Fire and 3 Operational.
Race number 7 at Belmont Park. We go from the staying event to the 1,000 metre sprint, and again there's some cracking form lines in here. Mark Juwendas, Kalita's racing well, Roger the Roman, Pop Hero, Clobberetta. There's winners everywhere.
Yeah, Prudence Chan even on his day, but let's have a look at Pop Hero winning last start, just nabbing Juwendas.
Tracking up along the rail, Travellin's under pressure behind them, followed by Buster's Secret, Ruby Can Run, Sharia Moore, Don't Like Stable Secret, 200 left to go, and Juwendas loomed up, hit the front now, races away from Stravigo, but here's Pop Hero. It's Pop Hero coming at them now with 100 left to go. On the inside, Juwendas, Pop Hero, and now Travellin. They hit the line tight.
This victory actually really surprised me with Pop Hero. Going into this campaign, there was question marks of how good this galloper was. And then even going into this race, there was just question mark of the class levels. Now, it missed the kick, only slightly, but was away a little bit awkwardly on that time. Then you got a horse like Juwendas battling it out with it, and I would put my money on Juwendas every day of the week to get the job done. Somehow Pop Hero just kept kicking and was able to win. Now, the big bonus there was a soft 6. This horse's record on a soft track, 7 attempts, 4 victories in a third. It has also run every time it's had a nice barrier. So take a look at those last few. 5, 5, 1, 5, 5. Now goes to barrier 12, 60 kilos, and may not get a soft track. I can't even have it in my 4.
The thing, I'm with you there. I don't have it in my 4 either, but I did admire it. Gave 3 kilos to Juwendas on that occasion. To miss the start and just fly through the field. Sure, they set a cracker out in front, but it was a massive performance from a horse with. We know the level of his ability. He's no superstar, but it was a really good performance. And here, like you said, barrier 12 was speaking to Matt Giardresco at the races on Wednesday, though. And they said they may scratch him if they find something else. But as you said, Adam, it's a soft track, and with a bit of good weather that's coming up, it's going to be hard to find another soft track. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with him. Number 2, Clobberetta. Great to see this mare win last start. It was a super performance. Molly Clark rode it. And as I said, Molly Clark won on it and William Pike couldn't win on it.
Yeah, intriguing. I wouldn't be having a go at W Pike here. An intriguing race here. Drawn wide. Molly Clark keeps the ride now. Now, William Pike was on it last week. He's now riding brackets, and I think that's probably a bit of a lead as well. And I'd be leading towards brackets to get the job done over Clobberetta. The boots are going on. Barrier 16 is tough for an apprentice to get a nice result from out that wide.
Juendis, of course, who you saw in the replay, just getting pipped at the post by Pop Hero. Super horse, really lots of ability. And Jason Brown rides for Jimmy Taylor. Barrier 2, hard to beat.
Was first up, now has the 55.5 kilos. The lugging bit comes off as well, and Pop Hero has more weight. I think Juendis will be winning this race, and I've got it on top from number 17, Ripper Red, number 5, Lockroy, and 3, Roger the Roman.
Yeah, I've got the 8 on top as well, Adam. Juendis from the 5, Lockroy, number 6, Pretentious Chant, and 17, Ripper Red.
Race number 8 at Belmont Park. It's a 72 plus over the 1200 metres, and as we've been saying throughout the whole card, very good race here. Some good gallopers. She's a Virtue's had that first up run now. Stocks, Max Almighty, It's It. Mr. Motown's in good form, as is Conjob.
Competitive races and great to bet on. Let's have a look at the replay though of last start winner Max Almighty bursting through the field to beat Patrimonio.
Tenterden's under pressure, Real Icons coming through in the centre. Bangalore, Tranquilla Sunrise still there. Then Crown Choice, and down the outside is Patrimonio starting to put in a run. Eurorumman's not in the race. Here's Patrimonio screaming down the outside with a brilliant run. Max Almighty goes with it though. It's Max Almighty, Patrimonio, Crown Choice, but Max Almighty is...
There's a strong performance there by Max Almighty, and you can't have a go at the run. This horse is going along really nicely. You take a look at the career stats, and it's always there and about. What you can do though is question the form lines, and Patrimonio again showed on Wednesday at Belmont Park that it is not a great galloper. It's not anywhere near the standard of a Stocks, Bayella, It's It, Conjob, any of these runners, Flying Raw even. So although I've got a lot of time for Max Almighty and it does lift to the level, that's the one thing to notice. You even go back 4 starts ago, 72 plus in 1400 metres, was only beaten a length by Socially Unique. So it does take that step. But I think the form lines are something you seriously have to analyse with this galloper.
Which is also a little bit of a knock on Eurorumman, who the stable have a massive opinion of, the Steve Wolf yard. Eurorumman, they really like that galloper. So form line question marks around there. Number 6, Flying Raw from the Jimmy Taylor yard. He's had a great time of it recently. A couple of winners on Wednesday, and he looks to have a few good chances here as well.
Although the stats say that they're very good over 1200 metres, 3 attempts at the track in distance for 2 victories. When I saw the 1200, I thought this is just too short for Flying Raw. It needs the 1400 metres. But then watching the recent runs, the way that this horse at 4 starts ago and then last start as well has been able to find the front and then kick at the top of the straight, this may actually be suitable with the 56 kilos. It does have to go up in weight. The last time it was in a 72 plus, it carried 52, but going back 4 starts ago, it carried 55, so it's only 1 kilo there as well. I've got it in my numbers. I don't know if it's a winning chance, but I think it'll put in another good showing.
A couple of on-speed gallopers, of course, will be Furious Dame. She'll go along at a good rate. And It's It should be up there as well, who's coming off a fresh and last raced on the 30th of July.
I think the McAuliffe stable would be very happy that they're racing this Saturday, not last Saturday with Furious Dame. They dropped to 1,000 metres on that attempt, and they had a soft track as something that she doesn't handle. 1,200 metres here, and a better track should certainly suit, and she'll put speed into the race. And number 10, It's It, as you mentioned, the freshen up is really good. And take a look at the form lines. 5 runs ago and 4 runs ago, 72 plus and 1,200 metres beaten by Vegas Magic. They're strong form lines. William Pike's on board. That's the way that I'm going to be tipping. From number 3, Max Almighty, number 4, Mr. Motown, and 6, Flying Raw.
I'm going with the 3, the replay horse, Max Almighty. From the 6, Flying Raw. Number 7, Furious Dame, and the 10, It's It.
Race number 9 at Belmont Park, the final event of the day, a 66 plus over 1,400 metres, and there are some horses I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Another great big field, Adam, 18 runners looking to take place here. Replay horse is number 4, Poonamoo, who was slashing first up.
Kick 2 in front of Blitzham Someday, Lenience. Back behind them, Silver Spec, trying to weave its way through Poonamoo, getting balked on heels there. Here's Chasing Chaos. Down the outside, Mickey Two Toes, but Secret Nova's got a kick still. Down to the 150, Secret Nova, the leader. Here comes Chasing Chaos and Mickey Two Toes. Secret Nova's off her feet. Mickey Two Toes flying, and Poonamoo gets going late, but Mickey Two Toes hit the lead.
Really nice performance there by Poonamoo. Still looking for daylight now. I don't think the horse ever saw the finish line at all, and for punters that were on, they were absolutely robbed. The horse should have won by probably about 2 lengths with what we saw, but Poonamoo's made a career of doing that as well. We will say it had won 2 races throughout last campaign, but was probably in a winning position a few times as well. It's a couple of negatives here though. I think they were a stable that would have liked to have run last Saturday. I had it as the best bet of the day on that occasion, but Barrier 19, that's enough to scare a lot of people away. 57.5 kilos. Look, the step up to 1,400 is ideal. I think second up, it's a nice move here as well, but You need luck from 19. I believe this is a carnival horse. It can still win, but I've lost the confidence I had last Saturday.
Well, barrier 19 is probably the difference between having it in your numbers and not. So draws anywhere inside 12, and you probably have it on top or in your numbers. We've also got their Chocolate Holic, who's having a great run of things for Grant and Alana Williams. William Pike rides.
If this horse wins next Wednesday, you can slap me on BoxSeat, because I've left it out of my numbers. And it was something that I looked at, I wanted to have it on top, then I've gone, no, can't have it in my 4, left it out, wanted to put it back in. It was so hard to analyse. And the main reason why I've left it out of my numbers is just the levels that it's stepping up to. You go through the fields, you've got Cougar Knights, which is running in listed races, Chasing Chaos, which is a 72 plus horse, Angel Sky is the same as one over 66 plus, Grey Enigma's been racing in 72 pluses, a Bourbon Dynasty, Countercats, the list goes on. Then you've got Chocolate Holic, which is certainly a horse on the up. I think we've all got a lot of excitement about it, a lot of predictions as well, and we've had it on top in recent times. It's jumped $1.85 and $1.35 in the last 2 runs. But it's beaten Bourbon Dynasty by 1.5 lengths, and then it's beaten Giggity Goo, which did nothing again on Wednesday. Although this is a classy galloper, from barrier 10 against horses that have been racing and listed in 72 pluses, I feel like it may just get caught, and I'm willing to take it on.
Let's have a quick look at our 2 on top selections as well, Adam. You've got the 5 on top there, Grey Enigma. Look, he's an honest galloper, but I just think he's a couple of lengths off this grade.
Yeah, well, I think he's too good. Well, I think he's above 66 plus. Take a look at his run 4 starts ago, 72 plus over the 1400 metres. He was beaten a short head by Socially Unique, so that shows he's above this grade and can be winning this last start as well in a 72 plus over 1400. He was beaten 2 lengths by Flying Raw, which I've got my numbers as well. Barrier 1 should get a nice run, is going to need some luck. The 57 kilos obviously going up since it's dropping in grade, but I think those form lines are good enough to win.
Number 15, Crown Choice, another one from the Parnham Yard. This is the one I like. Stephen rides this gelding by not a single doubt. First 2 runs in have been outstanding. Regal Glen was well beaten first up, but behind Max Almighty last start was really good run, and barrier 2 gets every possible.
We interviewed Neville Parnham before this race, and he said it should go well, but look for next start when we step up in distance. It was a slashing run late, was up on the rail and coming home quickly. Spoke to Neville Parnham after, well, I think we both tried to speak to him, and he just gave us a nod and a smile, and that was enough to say pretty happy with that run, and we'll look forward to next start as well. So again, it has to be one that's considered, but as I said, I'm going with number 5, Grey Enigma, from 2, Chasing Chaos, number 10, Countercat, and 4, Poonamoo.
I got the 15 on top, Crown Choice, from the 6 there, Chocolate Holic, number 4, Poonamoo, and 10, Countercat.
Time now for our best bets, and as you said throughout the program, Mark, this is a very good betting race, and it was very hard to find some best bets, but I'm going to go with a debutant. Race 3, number 7, Snow Lord, and then race 6, number 8, Charlestown.
I've got horse number 8 in race 4, Hot Goods, and race number 7, horse number 8, Juendis.
Hopefully we found you a couple of winners throughout the program. 9 races, as we said, at Belmont Park. You can follow us on social media as per usual on perthracing.com.au. On behalf of both of us, good luck, happy punting, and enjoy the week.